Hello, wonderful people, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. We are here in Radz-at-Han, and we're gonna continue with the story in patch 6.2. I forgot what the name was. Buried Memory, that's the name. But yeah, let's hop into the story because this will probably be a longer one again. Excellent timing, Laura. Just a moment ago, I received word from the Ironworks. They have completed their task and are on their way with the reinforced warning scales. Similarly, our alchemists have also succeeded in creating an artificial atomos. All is in readiness for our journey to the void. I have instructed our comrades to gather at the great work. Let us head there at once. Alrighty, let's go! And we made it to the great work. Let's see what they have to say. There you are, Laura. I present to you the fruits of the alchemist's labor, the artificial atomos. Nice. But looks pretty small, doesn't it? Shouldn't it be a bit bigger? Though we have yet to put it to the proof, its ether is practically identical to that of the original, a truly remarkable feat in so short a time. True. Our alchemists have outdone themselves again. Small wonder that they are the pride of Radz-at-Han. I would express my gratitude to Nidhana, but it appears she isn't here. She rushed off after bringing the Atomos to attend to a pressing task, but said that she would return XIV. Which should be shortly after our friends from the Ironworks arrive with the warding scales. Did someone say warding scales? Because it just so happens we have them. Nice. Right on cue. It is good to see you all again. But for the president himself to attend, keen to bear witness to our little experiment, are you? You know I am. I was there at the Crystal Tower, lest you forget. I wouldn't miss this for the world. You don't mind if we come along and see you off, I hope. It's thanks to these three that we could finish the work so quickly. It was my painstakingly collected data that made the reinforcement possible. The scales will last a good 10 years in the void with nary a hint of degradation. As the ones who did the actual reinforcing, we guarantee the quality as well. They'll keep you safe. But enough bragging, here are the scales. With these we can search for my sister. Without fear of corruption, I know not how to repay you. Well, my friend, my only regret is that I won't be able to accompany you on this latest grand adventure. Wait! Nidhana, is that the matter? Before you depart, Your Excellency, there's something we wish to present to you. Aww. Will you please come with me? You should not delay us without good cause. Very well. Forgive me, my friends, but I require a moment. He's certainly taking his time. What sort of grand present could take so long to receive? The kind that'll help him in the void, I presume. In that godforsaken place, he'll need all the help he can get, but you of all people ought to know that, eh? True.
My apologies for keeping you waiting.
No worries. Looks kinda tall.
Vritra, I presume.
Oh. He is tall. Or like older.
Indeed, this vessel now serves as a host for my eye. I was aware that the alchemists were busy preparing something, but this...
We couldn't well send you on such a perilous mission unprepared, Your Excellency. We spared no effort in crafting the body, and I dare say you'll find it adept at wielding weapons and magics both. 'Twas our intent to present it to you sooner, but we could not bring ourselves to do so, knowing we could yet improve it further. Pray forgive us.
There is naught to forgive. I am grateful for this fine vessel, and shall put it to good use.
Aww.
Again, I ask that you watch over Radz-at-Han in my absence. The dangers we go to face are great and many, and I fear I will be unable to give matters here due attention. And in opening the Voidgate, there is ever risk that Voidsent will find their way into our world.
Rest assured, we are more than prepared. Our soldiers have been training under Master Estinian. On my honor, we will not suffer a single fiend to pass. So, think only of your mission, Varshan. Ah, but seeing as this is a different body, perhaps we should use a different name.
Nay, Varshan shall suffice. Though I may have thus grown up, I am as ever a little brother to you all.
As you say, as you say. Go then, Varshan. And best of luck.
Aww.
I have something for you as well.
For me?
While you were gone, Urianger paid us a visit. As you may recall, he joined us on our foray into Arzadar's legacy, in part to conduct research for the Loporrits. Research they were delighted to receive, and which has already inspired them to consider new ways to improve their own treasure vault. As a token of their gratitude, Livingway entrusted a familiar relic to Urianger. Aye, the crystal, which showed the way to Meteon. The Loporrits no longer have need of it, and thus saw fit to return it to us.
What am I gonna do with it?
Harboring the power of light, it could well aid us in our mission in the Void.
Oh.
And who better to bear Heidelin's gift than her chosen champion?
If there is nothing left to discuss, then let us depart. Our boat awaits us in Akyali.
Hey, with the music, I'm ready for adventure. They're probably gonna talk for 10 hours again before we can actually do something. But yeah, let's go. Alrighty, we are ready to enter the void. Pretty cool, not gonna lie.
I shall now lift the seal.
Let's go.
In the name of Al-Zadal III, I cast open this door unto the void!
Go. Absorb the Voidgate.
No, he gets bigger.
It worked. We should have no trouble passing through a gate of that size.
What can we expect to find after stepping through?
On my previous foray, I emerged in a castle swarming with Voidsent. I was hopelessly outnumbered and forced to turn back. But together, I am confident we can hold our own. Upon our arrival, let us deal with any hostile entities and secure the area. The command of our mission, I leave in your capable hands. In the event of battle, I shall adapt my tactics to complement your own.
Should we require healing, I can provide it. 'Twould be a welcome change of pace from my recent havoc wreaking.
Take heart, my friends, and have faith. We will brave this broken world and rescue my sister Ajdaya.
Let's go. Ooh, okay, let's go. Alrighty, here we are. Let's go. Again with the trust system, obviously. Now that I got the taste of it, I'm never going back again. Well, that looks nice. Let's hop into it. Alrighty, here we are. Is that just a mob fight? Don't really remember this. Wait, is this the dungeon with the chicken? I don't remember if it actually was a chicken. Is that this one?
No mercy!
Isn't there a DPS check? We're so screwed. I deal no damage. Roshan and Destinian also deal no damage. God. so bad. Wait, there are literally 4 on top of each other here?
Out of my way! I am of the first brood!
Oh my god.
I shall carve a path forward!
I will not hold back!
I'm so gonna die. We need more. Oh my god.
I will not hold back!
This fight is pretty boring. Not gonna lie. Oh wait, it's not the chicken. What else that can? Oh no. Okay. Good. I don't know where to continue. Okay, there we go. Ah, but we made it. That's good. Holy, that is sickening. Alrighty, next boss. That looks really sick, not gonna lie. Beatrice. Hello. Nice to meet you. I hope.
It was nothing.
I shall carve a path forward!
I will not hold back!
Almost done, almost done, almost done.
No mercy!
Come on, Beatrice, go down. Nice. Really? Can this be how could you resist my gaze? Well. You're too strong, someone else can devour them.
I am of the
No.
first brood!
We're not here to get devoured. Ooh, the throne room. Ooh, okay, let's see where this goes. Alrighty, so we are here in like the garden or whatever, but it looks sick. But yeah, let's continue the journey. Alrighty, here we are, and Beatrice was talking again that she doesn't want to be.
So the gate did open
in her own
again
realm or
and
something?
delivered the most mouth-watering morsels.
Oh. I guess we don't have to fight her.
I am Scarmilione, Archfiend of Earth and first of Golbez's Circle of Four. Such pleasure I will take in delivering you unto your graves.
Yay! Pleasure.
Your ether is mine! Breathe deep of your death. You must die. My blade thirsts for blood.
Uh-oh. Wait, does that destroy the wall? Oh no. Whoa. Oh no. I should have not stood in there. Whoops. That's gonna be an issue. Oh no, what is
Protect
that?
me, my minions.
Oh.
You're mine!
Why do they take the long way? Like, I seriously don't get it.
I am of the first
Yeah, you can
brood!
figure that out yourself. Oh no, you cannot figure that out yourself. Oh my god. Okay, that's a reset, I guess. Damn it! Alrighty, welcome to the first try of this fight. We're gonna be super nice and always stack with everyone, even though they run away from us, obviously. It's not like I had to learn that. It's just, you know. Should be nice.
Breathe deep of your death.
Wanna stack us, Daniel?
You must Die!
Oh.
You forced my hand.
My blade thirsts for blood.
All or nothing!
I will not hold back!
Can you move? Oh no. Okay. I guess not.
Protect me, my minions!
I will end this farce! I will end this farce! Away with you!
I am of the first brood!
I will not hold back!
Oh.
I am
Okay,
of the
this time you're not
first
gonna
brood.
die, Stola. Please.
I give you a taste of true despair!
I don't want you to die. We need you.
Stubborn mortals! Come, fill your lungs.
Time to end this!
Oh no.
My fangs rend all.
No, I will not be defeated by you!
Come on.
I will end this farce!
Okay, nice. Woo! First try.
Yes!
Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. I have to check at some point if I got some gear. Should probably upgrade it.
This Scarmalione, he knew the gate had opened.
And not for the first time. He and his brethren must keep watch over the portal.
As we do ours. But to unflinchingly consume a fellow Voidsent. Like men, perhaps they form factions and fight amongst themselves.
The question is, what will the minions do?
our minions now.
Your mistress is no more, and the one who consumed her we slew in turn. Do you still mean to try us?
I expect some Voidsent are more intelligent than others. Perhaps these ones simply do not understand our words.
Even beasts ought to understand strength.
There is much we do not know about Voidsent. If we are to survive their world, it would be wise to learn their ways.
Let's proceed with caution and pick up what we can, then overthink it. We'll improvise as we go along. I mean, I'm a fan of improvising, but I mean, I don't know. I guess we should be a little cautious. But I also feel like, we have no idea what the hell is
Sage
going on
advice,
here.
my friend. 'Tis reassuring to have one so experienced with us.
Mm-hmm.
I am here, sister. Finally here. And I will find you. I swear it.
Don't make promises you can't keep. Or you don't know if you can keep. Maybe she's long gone. You don't know. Buried memory. Let's go. It has been raining for the longest time, and now it's finally a little sunny outside. But I have to be recording. I have to hurry. This castle should serve as a base of operations for now. We set our sights elsewhere. Let's see what there is to learn here. Let's go. Blah 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 blah. Shadowed remnants. Oh my god, this video is already half an hour long and I've only finished the first quest. The warding scale exhibits no change. It should be safe to remain here and begin our search. But with her now, I would sense Asdaja... Asdaya? I always forget how he says this. Are sure remotely near, but there is nothing. Might you not call to her? Let her know that you have come. Alas, this vessel is not capable of calling across vast distances. For that, I require my true form. And even were it possible, a giant's call is born upon ether, desirable to draw more Voidsent to us. I see. In any case, there's little exploration to be done while we are confined to this isolated isle. I propose we begin by learning what we can from the castle's occupants. An understanding of their ways may prove useful to our cause. Very well, let's hope a few of them are capable of speech. Sounds like a plan. Let all remnants remain vigilant while we go about our inquiries. Reconvene afterwards. Let's go! Alright, so apparently they have a clever one in their prison or something, or dungeons, I don't know. And yeah, I guess that one is a good or a good start, I guess. I have nothing to share. While those I approached had no will to fight, neither were they capable of holding a conversation worth the name. My experience was much the same. Lower rung Voidsent tend to have lower intelligence, it would seem. A pity is Garmilione is dead. He was talkative at least. What of you? clever Voidsent in the dungeon. That would be the area in which we emerged. Indeed. Let's take ourselves back there and find this Voidsent, preferably before its fellows make a meal of it. But then we better hurry. To the dungeon then. Let's go. Alrighty, well, I guess we found the clever one. Someone went in and tried to eat her. Or them. Oh hey, is that the one I thought was Xenos?
You are the friend.
Oh, his Reaper. Or the words I'm bound to Xenos. Didn't you fade away when Xenos fell? So I wasn't that wrong with Xenos.
I see it now. The bottomless darkness. The insatiable hunger. The aura was present when we faced him in Garlemald.
How did it come to be here?
When Xenos died, its connection to the source was severed. It was forced to return to the void.
Xenos. Yes, that was his name. And you are the friend, are you not?
Well, it's complicated.
Is that Heidelin's crystal?
Oh. Can I cleanse him or something? I know her.
But how? The light just now. Of course. And thus I am returned.
What do you mean, returned? Who are you?
That was a good explanation. How? Oh, the light. Yeah, makes sense. I'm like, what?
I was once bound to the man named Xenos. His avatar, until you killed him.
Avatar, as in the Voidsent servants of Reapers. In the name of his hunt, Xenos took up that traditional Garlean art. And through it, he forged a covenant with a being of the void to lend him strength.
Covenant? A curse, more like. He stole my power. There was no equity in the arrangement. My very essence was altered, twisted into a tool to serve his desires.
Them.
Your previous appearance. This is your true form, then?
Perhaps, perhaps not. What does it matter?
Indeed, it doesn't. Regardless of your form, you are a Voidsent by nature.
So answer me this. Are you our enemy too?
In this world, only a fool would attempt to devour a stronger being. And though it was as an avatar, I lost to you once, I have no desire to lose again.
Good enough for me.
Now, you will answer me a question. Xenos called you friend. That's what you are? A friend?
Strictly speaking, I'm the word. Whatever Xenos may have said, I wasn't his friend. Not to you, at least not yet. I like the first one. I mean, it's complicated. Like, I mean...
So, you're not a friend. Then... what is it? What is a friend?
We're gonna teach her about friendship and stuff? Nice. What the hell was that? Shows up. Oh man. As much as one might expect the unexpected, I doubt any of us could have foreseen this turn of events. She seems different from other Voidsent, at least those we've met, and the change we witnessed, I suspect it's due to your crystal purging the excess darkness in her. Even so, she still harbors a great deal of darkness. I'm very keen to hear what she can tell us about herself and about her world. Me too, me too. Let's find out then. Dun, dun. Where everything begins. Sounds good. Said out you came to the dungeon by pure chance. What is it that you're after? We were looking for a Voidsent with whom we could converse, in the course of which we learned of you. We are visitors to this world and know little and less of its workings and ways. We would be grateful if you could tell us about it, about yourself. So it's information you seek. What do you offer for it? I beg your pardon? Voidsent do not give unless we stand to gain. If you desire something, you pay the price. That is the sole rule in this world you call the Void. That makes sense. Pray forgive our ignorance. What would be acceptable as payment? I suspect that such coin as we carry has no value here. Voidsent crave one thing alone, ether. In return for information, I offer you mine, just not all of it, mind you. I still have need of my life. Very well, I will tell you no more than you can afford to pay. Then we have a bargain. If we're to talk about the Void, let us do so outside. Come with me. Oh, now we have to walk all the way back again? Oh, let's go. Alrighty, here we are.
This is where I belong. My home. This endless darkness you call the Void. There was once light here, and it shone its warmth upon creation. The lands were green and the seas were blue. Life flourished. Before the war, the Contra Memoria.
It must have been a terrible war indeed.
It shattered the balance, causing darkness to engulf the world. All life was transformed into monstrosities, Voidsent. We are the natural order now.
As light begat sin-eaters, darkness begat Voidsent.
The sun was driven from the sky as fleeting day yielded to endless night. In time, even land and sea lost their distinction. And though the spark of reason had died in us, driven by memory's shadow, we formed factions and carved out domains. This castle, for instance, Its erstwhile lord must have abided in such a place once upon a time.
If I may, the darkness in you is too much for any man to harbor. To my eyes, you are indeed a Voidsent. Yet your knowledge of the past and your demeanor mark you apart from your brethren. You are different. That much is plain. But in what way, I am unsure.
As you say, I am Voidsent, but only in part. The darkness touched my mother when the war had only just begun, when I was still in the womb. As a child, I looked like any other, but darkness coursed through me, and I ceased to age when I'd become a woman grown. But that was then. And now, I may as well be one in full. I prey on the weak and serve the strong. I live to survive. Nothing more.
Forgive me. 'Twas not my intent to pry. I realize, too, that I've neglected to ask your name.
As we say mortal, you may call me Voidsent.
That is liable to cause confusion. If you are not averse, we would address you by your true name.
Then call me what you will. I care not.
How about 0?
Nice.
Meaning nothing. A name as fitting as any.
No. Imagine you look at someone and the first thing you think of is like, oh, you look like a 0.
No, not nothing, but rather a beginning. For it remains to be seen what you will become to us.
As I said, I care not. 0 then.
Hi, 0. Nice to meet you. You seem alright so far. Just a fruitful partnership. I think it's a nice name. Nice name. It is cool. I like it.
A name is a string of sounds. Its meaning has no bearing on my nature.
Well, 0, while there is no end to the questions we could ask, it is only fair that we tell you our purpose in coming here. We are searching for a dragon. One who came to your world long ago.
A dragon?
No, a mouse.
Yes. Ajdaya is her name, and she is my sister.
My Ajdaya.
If you have any knowledge of her, I beg you share it with us.
Do this list.
Did you say something?
No?
Yes, Tinian went.
I thought I heard a voice as well. The keening of Voidsent, perhaps.
Perhaps. I must say, we are rather exposed here. Perhaps we should continue the conversation within the castle. The front room is defensible, given its few points of ingress. Let us head back there. Moving wasn't part of the bargain. I'll comply, but I expect my payment promptly. You shall have it as soon as we've arrived. Let's go. Why is there an instance? I don't like that. From proceeding, several cutscenes will play, blah 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 blah. Whatever. 620. I hope my gear is high enough. I might be struggling here.
This place is as good as any. Let me have the ether now.
Very well.
You're mine!
Oh, hello. Guess you're not one.
That I should miss my mark.
That fiend again? But we struck it down. Watched it die.
Fools. Death doesn't exist in this world. And I am free to return whensoever I please.
Death doesn't exist. Of course, in the first, the power of light, of passivity, prevents life from emerging in the empty. But in the 13th, the power of darkness, of activity, prevents life from finding rest, even should soul be separated from flesh.
So unless one's essence is absorbed by another, it is possible to return again and again.
Your ether. It is reminiscent of that creature's. Ah, my mouth waters at the memory.
Uh-oh.
What?
I must devour you too. Yes, I must. Ye drifting souls, by my power be reborn!
If it's another death they want, I say we give it to them.
If you could lend us a hand, we'd be much obliged.
That you would. But you already owe me a debt, and until you make good on it, I won't lift a finger. We'll speak after you've won. But know that if you lose, I'll help myself to your ether.
That a bothersome duty should deliver to me this lavish feast. Come, struggle with all your might. It will make you that much richer and tastier.
We have to, like, absorb the ether, no? Otherwise it's just gonna be the same thing forever.
Every soul in this domain serves me now. Come, feast upon their flesh.
The castle answers his call. We'd do well to break up this feast quickly.
Then let's see these guests on their way.
Behold the power of the Archfiend of Earth!
Means to resurrect them again. But yeah, we're gonna be here forever.
He hastens their regeneration.
You cannot defeat that which cannot die. Struggle and slaughter all you
Should I pull them like out of the circle or something?
This bodes ill.
How often are we gonna do this?
Our foe has too great an advantage.
We need to drag him out of this damnable feast. Quickly, stand together!
Should I drag them out to the side? Or what?
There's no end in sight.
Of course not.
A retreat may be in order.
Let's go.
When will you learn? No matter what you do, you cannot hope to win.
You never know until you try, and I'm always happy to experiment.
Zero! Is there no way to stop them from coming back?
You have to absorb them.
There is, but I have no reason to share it with you.
Didn't he just tell us before that you can always come back as long as you don't get absorbed?
You know, Zero, you do owe us for one thing. Your name. You'll have your promised ether, but we are owed compensation for your name.
That we turned her back? No? No, her name is way more important.
A name for which I did not ask. But that I nevertheless did accept.
They've been crystallized.
Well now, that's quite the trick.
Satisfied?
Completely.
Come, my friends. With Zero's aid, we can defeat him.
Yippee.
What is this? What have you done?
Now that I think on it, you owe me a debt as well. You may have missed your mark, but I won't miss mine. However incurred, a debt is a debt. I will repay it here and now.
She can turn Voidsent into crystal.
What is this power?
Alright,
You
but I
must
guess
tremble before my truth, strength!
Attend to the minions first.
I can't.
Be gone!
That was easy enough.
That's far enough!
Really? So the amnesia stops.
Got you!
Trickery will not save you.
But yeah, I'll skip this until something happens. Alrighty. Towards the end. Sean is saving us.
Give it everything you've got!
Fools! Do not think you have defeated me. I will return again and again!
Not if you get crystallized.
My flesh! Why won't it heal? What is the meaning of this? To seal ether in crystal. Memoria! But how? How can you have this power? Death has no place in this world. We are beyond it. And yet... Ah, Lord Golbez, you have sent me to my doom. Curse you and your wretched flattery, and this abominable fate.
You are welcome, seekers of might. I, Golbez, have called you for hither.
Good to know that this
I, who would see us triumph in the coming crusade. That I may entrust you with command of our armies.
Yes, but what of the promised gift? In exchange for our loyalty, we are to feast on the finest ether.
And so you shall, for if you are to serve me, you must be strong.
Then honor the pact, and pray we are not disappointed.
Very well. Behold.
The fiery wings, the savage horns. It pulses with life. Such vibrant ether. This magnificent creature could only come from beyond the veil.
Indeed. Feast, my friends. Feast and arise as my 4 arch-fiends. As they are now, they can consume but a fraction of the dragon's ether. Just as well, the creature may yet serve other ends.
Are you all right?
The Voidsent's essence remains, but it has been sealed away, transformed into crystal.
Memoria. Scamleone called them. I take it they are connected to the war of which you spoke.
Aye. Their use was central to the Contra Memoria, hence its name. And to my knowledge, the transformation is permanent.
I see. We thank you for coming to our aid.
I repaid a debt, and in doing so ensured that I received my own due compensation, which I shall have now.
Yes. I still have work to do, so I would thank you not to get carried away.
Ether is the coin of choice. I appreciate the simplicity.
That makes us even, I trust. Right then. When you picked up the crystal, you experienced a vision, did you not?
Yes.
A dragon resembling a great worm. I dare to hope that it was Ashdaya. Even as it pains me to think she's been made to suffer.
For the ambitions of this Golbez.
We've been given much to consider. Let us take a moment to review what we know.
In light of our recent experiences, I expect we all have questions. I trust Zero can answer some few of them. We should still be owed at least that much, I dare say. Well, she said they're even, no? Lura, you've come to the 13th before, yes? You fought Voidsent here. Clearly you didn't know they could regenerate, else you would have shared that detail beforehand. They seemed to stay dead at the time, yes. I was in a bit of a rush and didn't mean have time to wait around and see. I doubt not that they did. There must be a reason why the ones you defeated did not return in contravention of the natural order. Do you remember aught out of the ordinary, a stealing magic like Zero's perhaps? There are circumstances in which we're able to return. If you like, I can tell you about this. Please do. The more you devour, the more powerful you grow, but in the process, your essence is blended with those of your prey. That is interesting. If you were to lose your flesh, the souls you had come to harbor may break free and coalesce into distinct Voidsent once more. And before you yourself return, your own soul might be devoured by your enemies or your erstwhile prey, a fate more likely for stronger beings who require more time to regenerate. Okay. However, even assuming you survived the process, it's highly uncommon to return as you were. Yet, despite his greater strength, Scarmiglione managed to resurrect rather swiftly. Are there others capable of the same? Not that I'm aware of. His attachment to his flesh must have been unique for him to develop such an ability. I believe we understand the fundamentals of rebirth now. If I may, I would ask you about your power. Will you tell us about it? What you saw should speak for itself. I combined the ether of the soul in crystal. Many wielded this power during the Contra Memoria, but I'm the only one left. How does one come to wield Memoria, and what happened to your peers? I've never thought about that. I do know, though, that Voidsent can't use the power. I assume I can because I'm mortal in part. I see. Zero, I wish to ask you about the man called Golbez. He may well have my sister in his clutches. Is there aught you can tell us of him? The name sounds vaguely familiar, though I can't say how I know it. If he is powerful, however, someone in the castle may have heard of him. Then we must try talking to the other Voidsent again. Let us entrust the task to Lura. Her echo will help facilitate communication. More importantly, she should be able to maintain her composure better than a concerned sibling. True. That I cannot deny. Forgive me, but will you not ask about Golbez in my stead, on the terraces to begin with, perhaps? Thank you. We shall remain here and discuss what other avenues we might pursue in the meantime. Alright. Let's go ask some people. Alrighty, we're back, and Golbez is very strong. He has like a whole army, he has like a lot of minions, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Welcome back, Laura. Were you able to learn aught of value? Yeah, I guess so. And he attacks like other domains, I guess? So counters Voidsent answer to the Archfiends, who in turn answer to Golbez, as your vision did suggest. Scarmiglione's aggression is also consistent with the claims that the Archfiends conquer other domains. The question is, how do we reach Golbez if he surrounds himself with armies of minions? We could target his other Archfiends, or perhaps those who have fled his service. Either may yield useful information. That said, we can't do much while we're stuck on this isle. That is true. Zero, I would ask a favor of you. I'm determined to save my sister Ashdaya. If there is even a faint possibility that Golbez has her, then I must find him. To that end, I want you to lend us your strength and knowledge. Will you accompany us on our quest? I've gotten the way of my world already. If you want help, offer payment. None here will aid you out of the kindness of their hearts. Any who claim otherwise are liars and betrayers. Or is this less a request and more a threat? If I refuse, will you force me to serve? If you accompany us, we can offer you protection. Surely you must desire something. Name it. I don't know. I have no purpose. Why would I desire anything? That's why I didn't bother to resist when the ones here fell upon me. What matters in a world that's already dead? By that logic, you've no reason to refuse our requests. The payment need but be to your satisfaction, correct? Did I not already say as much from the start? Very well, Zero. I propose you travel with us, and whenever you perform a deed that requires payment, we will provide it in ether. That's all you had to say. Everything else was superfluous? Fair point. Where to now? Either a place the Archfiends may strike next, or where refugees and deserters may seek sanctuary. Either a place the Archfiends may strike next, or where refugees and deserters may seek sanctuary. Oh, I already read that. What? I know the latter. I'll take you there. I assume you also know how we can get off this isle. I was brought here on a mount. We can leave the same way. Nice. Now that you mention it, I did notice some flying creatures near the terraces. Given our numbers, we need a large one, but regardless of size, all can be won over with ether. Excellent. Let us go and find our mount at once. Let's go get a mount. Ooh. Not good. Lord Golbez must hear of this. Uh-oh. That's not good. Yeah, let's continue. Alrighty, here we are. We should be able to find a mount here. With the castle in this array, the creatures will be hungry. Just a little ether should suffice. Are you ready? Of course. Let's continue. How is this not a whole ass expansion by itself? Like...
There it is.
We have like a whole world and everything. And this could have literally been Shadowbringers, but like... Aetherbringers or Nightbringers, I don't know.
Good. It agrees to serve. Get on.
You sure about that?
What is this place?
My domain. In the beginning, it was a sanctuary for me alone. But over time, others began to gather here. Those who had nowhere else to go.
A settlement of pariahs?
What's that? Mortals! They're mortals! What's enticing either? Let me have some, let me have some! Not fair. I don't want to be.
You are under my protection here and will not be harmed. I give you my word. Follow me.
Well, this is my abode. The others won't come near, so you may be at ease. While they know their place, if tantalizing Aoife were to walk by, I can't guarantee they wouldn't pounce. Okay? It is a Voidsent's nature to consume, their sole purpose. Even if the pursuit of Aoife may lead to their undoing, many succumb to instinct. But any who succumb here will have to answer to me. This is my domain's one and only rule, and it is absolute. Understandable. Wait, but do they actually attack? Oh, no, they're chill. Okay. Nowhere to run. Consider yourselves duly warned. If you wish to go among the Voidsent here, that is your choice to make. All have fled from one master or another, but whether any of those masters in turn served Golbez, I do not know. You must ask them yourselves. Most have traveled to your world, so it shouldn't be difficult to communicate. We shall go about making inquiries at once. Thank you for your counsel. Once we've learned all we can, let us reconvene at yonder plaza. Let's go! Or not. You're going too, of course, in which case I shall accompany you. I wish only to observe. Do not expect me to help. Yeah, of course not. Then it's settled. I'm ready when you are. Alright, let's interview some people. Alrighty, we talked to some people. And, or I guess Voidsent, I don't know if they're people, I don't know. But yeah, it seems the rumors of Golbez have reached even my remote domain. Fair to assume he's gathering strength for his crusade, whatever that may be. But I must say, I wouldn't have guessed that Farfarello once fought in Golbez's army. It's a miracle he survived serving an archfiend. I suppose I should explain. Farfarello is the weakest among us, constantly in fear of being devoured. He seldom consorts with others. The only one he's comfortable with is Siriato. He's a fellow coward who runs the instant he senses a threat, and then won't stop until he's exhausted. When their hunger grows too intense, they feed on each other's ether, such is their relationship. But I ramble. You intend to seek out Farfarello, I presume. Sure. Then I'll come with you. He's less likely to hide that way. Okay. Meanwhile, elsewhere. Oh, we're back here. With Golbez.
Not only did the mortals conquer Troia, they defeated Scarmalione. I struggle to believe it. aided by one of our world, who transformed Scarmalione's soul into crystal. Crystal? This one speaks of Memoria. Now there's a word I've not heard for an age. It'll bring a pang of nostalgia to my breast and a tear to my eye. If the very notion wasn't absurd! Drifted our gone, drowned in darkness, as were we all.
And yet Scarmalione still does not answer. Were he alive, he would have returned by now. Weakest though he was, his ability to regenerate was without peer. If this account is true, if a Memoriat has survived, they cannot be suffered to live.
Leave this matter to me, Lord Golbez. I, Barbariccia, shall strike down any who pose a threat to our plans.
'Tis true, you are a proven commander, well suited to leading an assault.
And when I have succeeded, I would beg a boon of you.
What do you desire?
The dragon's ether. All that remains.
The insolence know your place.
With respect, my locks are free as the wind, without incentive to sway them. I know not whither they will blow.
Boldly spoken. I trust you will not disappoint me.
Upon this flowing hair and my immortal soul, I will not fail.
Then go and impress upon these interlopers the futility of defiance.
My lord.
Farfarello keeps to the fringes of my domain this way. Let's go. Alrighty, so we've been going after Ziriato, I guess? I don't know. And his friend, what was his name? Fariato or something? Whatever. But yeah, he disappeared and he seems very scared of that Barbariccia thingy, so we were running after him and now trying to figure out what's going on, why he's so scared. We're doomed, there's nowhere to run. What are you running from? I already told you, Barbariccia, the Archfiend of Wind. Archfiend, you say? We will be devoured or forced to serve, to fight in the crusade, but it makes no difference. In the end, all are eaten by her or her enemies. I didn't want to fight anymore, that's why I fled and came here. I see, that explains everything. Almost. I thought it was Farfarello who used to serve an Archfiend, not you. Not you who always ran at the first sign of trouble, you who now speak as though you were Barbariccia's minion. There's only one explanation. He devoured Farfarello, didn't he? Yeah, he was standing in the same spot that Farfarello was standing in. Indeed, that would account for his uncharacteristic behavior. So is that the way of it? Did you devour Farfarello? And not just a portion of his ether, but his entire being? How did you know? It wasn't only your behavior that felt strange. You felt strange, as if there was more than you present. Now, I don't believe you would have lost control. More likely it was at Farfarello's behest. I can't hide anything from you. I admit it, Farfarello didn't leave. I ate him. He feared Barbariccia more than anything, hated the endless fighting. So he begged me to devour him, that he would never have to fight again. Rather than an eternity of fighting, he chose a moment of pain. For all the good it did. I can still hear his voice in my head. He's frightened, so very frightened. When you're eaten, your essence is blended with that of your devourer, and though you have no control, your consciousness in part endures. Were this a world where the wheel of life and death still turned, the soul wouldn't linger so stubbornly. In time, it would return to the great flow. But there's no such end here, no escape. All know this, and making his choice, Farfarello must have been desperate indeed. And now that desperation has joined with Suriato's fear, driving him to act erratically. This place will become a battlefield. We don't want to be eaten, neither me nor Farfarello, but there's nowhere to go, nowhere. Then tell me about Barbariccia. I would know who it is we face. It's too late, she's as good as here, and no one can escape her winds, no one. Watch me. Watch me defeat her, easy breezy.
Barbariccia! She has come!
And she's brought her domain with her. The Archfiend's after you and yours, I shouldn't doubt. Perhaps you should go and find them. But be warned, whatever this is about, do not expect us to get involved.
I can't bear it! Eating and being eaten! I only want to be left in peace!
You and me both.
One of the Archfiends approaches.
They must have been tracking our movements.
She's here.
Oh, I remember her. Her fight seemed scary as hell. Not gonna lie. When I first did it.
Excellent. You've saved me the trouble of traveling to Troia.
So you're Barbariccia.
Oh, Barbariccia. Whoopsie.
Mind your manners, mortal. My name is not to be spoken, save in reverence and fear. And what is this pitiful domain? Pitiful wretches all. I will put you out of your misery.
Yeah, I guess she has no chill.
Alas, poor Scarmiglione, and good riddance. Felled by outsiders in pursuit of what? Pray tell?
A dragon. One who crossed to this world thousands of years ago. Know you aught of it?
A dragon, you say? Huh. My Lord Golbez is more clever than I realized. To let the prize live, that it might lure more prey to us. Very well. In gratitude and service, I shall devour every last mote of their souls.
Where is she? Where is Ashdaya?
Huh. You even share its scent. How curious. And irresistible.
Ugh.
If you think us easy prey, you're wrong.
Unlike Scarmiglione, I need not skulk in shadow to claim what is mine. If you would know about the dragon you seek, then enter into my domain. You may flee instead if you wish, if the fate of the sorry lot here is of no concern to you. One way or another, I will have satisfaction.
What's the plan then?
Go after Barbariccia. What else? If we go, we'd be playing into her hands. No, go after her. Don't act like a baby. We can do this.
Indeed. Yet she will have the upper hand in her domain. We must be no less than fully prepared.
Yeah. It's gonna be fine.
We find her and get our answers. Will you be joining us, Zero?
You may be easily goaded into accepting her challenge, but my curiosity is not so insatiable as to cloud my judgment. Nevertheless, if you are desperate for my aid, you know my price.
I shall pay it. So long as you leave me strength enough to see my sister home, you may take as much as you wish. And lest you forget, mine is no ordinary ether. Barbariccia too recognized its potency.
Very well. We have a bargain.
The less time we give the enemy to prepare, the better. If everyone is ready, then let us set forth. Indeed, and yet my heart weighs heavy for those Barbariccia struck down. Were it not for us, she would not have come here. Should you require a moment, Zero? For what? Barbariccia took what she could. She was wise to strike quickly, as we would be. Agreed, this is no time for sentiment. Only the battle matters now. That is true. Why do they always suck, man? Righty. The wind rises. A word of warning. Barbariccia spoke as if she would give us answers if we were to defeat her. But even assuming she'll talk, which I doubt, I trust I needn't to tell you how foolish it is to give an archfiend a second chance. Best to seal her away at the earliest opportunity. If you wish to peer into her past, the Memoria will suffice. I can't wield the power at will. I'll try, but I make no guarantees. Okay. I mean, we can try, I guess. You do that, and if you fail, well, you'll just have to search elsewhere for answers. Rest assured, this won't be our last opportunity to learn about Azdaia. If another archfiend were to fall, Golbez would surely be compelled to respond. We need only wait for our quarry to come to us. Indeed. If our struggles with Scarmiglione taught us aught, this that we must hold nothing back when facing an archfiend. Let us heed Zero's advice and seal her way at the earliest opportunity. Sounds like a plan. If we're all in agreement, then let us be off. We travel by Nisrock. Are you Nisrock? Travel to the domain.
You're not the only ones who can ride the wind.
Leave these ones to us.
I see to Barbariccia.
Let me summon my friends from the other side. Hell yeah, let me hop in queue. Righty, here we are. I'm a little scared, not gonna lie. We're gonna be fine. I had to get some more gear very quick. And yeah, I had to make my outfit look not absolutely terrible. It still does look terrible, don't get me wrong, but it's not as bad anymore as before.
Come, give yourselves to my scouring winds that I may feast upon your essence. Such rich, exquisite ether. My hair shimmers with anticipation. On your guard! Try this! Have at you!
I'm really glad right now that I watched a video before this.
My locks are as the wind. Soft, strong, and free. Try this. Pull. A fair wind blows. You feel it too, do you not? You've done well to last this long. But the battle has only just begun.
No, don't. Okay. Whew.
I'll slaughter you all! Dodge this if you can! I'll make it quick. Don't underestimate me. Feel my fury! Know your place.
Why are you starting things? Oh no.
You can't escape the storm! I'll break your every bone!
Oh, okay. I guess I didn't do too bad.
No! I will not be denied!
Da, 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 da.
There's still time. With more of the dragon's ether, I can yet...
You're finished.
Damn it all!
I see you've bested Barbariccia. Well done.
Her minions too are all crystallized or scattered. The day is ours.
What of my sister? Tell me you learned something about Azhdaya. So the Archfiend and her crystal yielded not.
Our efforts have not been entirely fruitless. We have deprived your sister's captor of another powerful champion. With Zero, we may yet challenge Golbez and his minion.
Indeed. We could not have come this far without your aid. Thank you, Zero.
I but fulfilled my part of the bargain. And now I will have my...
Her ether is nearly spent. Perhaps unsurprising given how much power she used.
I wouldn't want to face another Archfiend without her. We should hurry back to Zero's domain.
Agreed. Eager though I am to continue, it would be unwise to risk our lives for the sake of haste. Let us suspend the mission and tend to Zero.
Could we just give her Aoife here? Easy fix. I mean, we were owing her some Aoife anyways. Though Zero remains unconscious, she appears otherwise fine. Insofar as I can discern, at any rate, being part Voidsent, her physiology may be rather different from ours. Let us observe her for a while as we discuss our next move. Why don't we just give her Aoife? Like, it's not that hard. Return from the void. How long do you suppose she will remain this way? I haven't the faintest inkling, nor can I say whether the ether we can afford to share will be enough to awaken her. It would be best to take her back with us to the source. There she would be guaranteed all she requires. Zero cannot give her consent, but it seems we have no choice. The alternative would be to leave her here, defenseless. Should she later desire it, we can bring her home. I guess. Laura, might I ask you to hold on to Barbariccia's memoria? It may yet serve a purpose. Shebang. Hello. Oh, what happened to her? You have business with Zero. We have a newcomer, a former minion of Barbariccia. Let her know when she wakes, will you? Sure thing. Barbariccia's minion. Why not go and find this newcomer, so we have something to tell Zero, if nothing else? Indeed. May I trouble you to train me, Laura? With luck, we might learn something of Golbez. Alrighty, let's go. Alrighty, here we are with the deserter Voidsent. You're the ones who felled Barbariccia. I won't make trouble, I'll obey, so please let me stay. If you would obey, then tell me all you know of Golbez. There isn't much I can tell, only the Archfiends are allowed into his domain, wherever it is, none but they know. I see no better way to guard oneself than keeping one's location secret. How does Golbez communicate with his minions afield? He has these scepters, staves? Rather, he uses them to talk... Oh, whatever they are, he uses them to talk to those far away. Not unlike link pulls, at least in function. That will be all. My thanks for your cooperation. My thanks to you as well for affording me the time. I'm set aside, so let us rejoin the others and head home. Wow, that was crazy interrogation. But yeah, let's go. Alrighty. I trust you understand that once we leave the 13th, we will not return until we are prepared to resume our search. Knowing this, are you ready to depart? You will not be able to freely return to the 13th for a certain... Yeah, I mean, what am I supposed to do here? Talk to some NPCs. Back to Troia then, and hence home. All the Estinian fangirls jealous of Zero now that he was carrying her like a princess. Yellow.
Ah, you're all safe. Thank the sisters.
The way he walked out.
A moment while I close the gate.
I feel like in general, auras, like their walking style, is just hilarious. It's always just a stomping. I guess just male auras.
There. We may rest easy for now. Was there any trouble? I expect some Voidsent slipped through.
A few did, aye. But we were ready and dealt with them without incident.
Nice.
That is well. I cannot thank you enough for your vigilance.
Yes, you're grateful. But aren't you forgetting something more important? You know, the polite but warm formalities one delights in hearing when their little brother returns from a long journey.
Indeed. You are right.
That's cute.
It is good to be home again, among those who I love dearly and missed so much.
And we are glad to receive you, Vashan. Welcome home.
Chambers have been prepared for your use at Megaduta. Let us take Zero there at once.
The music is so relaxing. Well, hello there. Mrs. Arda, we have been expecting you. If you would follow me, I will show you to the guest chambers. Can we get some rest? Nah, probably not. We're gonna discuss stuff.
Our mission took many an unexpected turn. I am relieved that we have all returned safely. But before you all enjoy the rest you have earned 12 times over, I would consult you on one last matter.
Zero.
While she appears none the worse for wear, she remains locked in slumber, and I cannot help but worry. Is there aught we can do to expedite her recovery? If her ether is exhausted, perhaps I can share some of mine now.
In the wastelands of the 13th, one can only replenish ether by taking it from others, be it by trade or by force. In contrast, the source is rich in ambient ether. Simply being here and drawing breath, Zero will absorb what she needs.
Then we need but wait?
I believe so. She will awaken in time, and when she does, give her something to eat. Judging by her form, she should also be able to derive nourishment from food. I know you promised her your ether, but perhaps she might appreciate fine harnish cuisine more.
Food can certainly be arranged.
She looks like any other person. Unsurprising, perhaps, given that she is only part Voidsent.
Zero said before that Xenos had altered her essence. A change wrought, I suspect, with the power of darkness. It acted upon the part of her that is Voidsent, rendering it dominant. Thus we were able to reverse it with the power of light. I labor to believe that Xenos possessed such arcane knowledge. In all likelihood, it came from Fandaniel. Were Zero wholly Voidsent, I doubt the crystal would have had an effect on her. One might say that Hydaelyn had a hand in your meeting.
Tis no exaggeration to say that Zero has proven herself invaluable. A boon from Hydaelyn herself. Her cooperation may come at a price, but whatever it is, I am willing to pay it. Exhausting though it may be at times.
Well, well. Isn't that something? Ding, 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 ding. A world with light and life. If I may excuse myself, I wish to pay a visit to the High Crucible. While the scales functioned admirably, it would be prudent to have them inspected for signs of degradation. By all means, I shall do the same for this vessel. Then I'll go and meet with the soldiers, share with them what I learned, fighting Voidsent in the 13th. What of you, my friend? Have you any immediate plans? Nothing in particular, I'm just worried about Zero. Well, I guess I'm gonna wait. In that case, might I trouble you with a small task? I wish to have food ready for Zero when she awakens, you see. Would you be willing to go to Marit's Main and ask for suitable refreshments? Sure thing, sure thing. Excellent. In the meantime, Nidhana shall watch over Zero. She is already en route. Let us each then tend to our respective business and reconvene anon. Let's go get some food. Alrighty, I got an apple for Zero. Apparently that's better than some meat and like a whole meal. They were like, no, just an apple. That's perfect.
Light.
Artificial light.
Is this an inn? What happened? How did I get here? There's no time. I must rejoin the battle. I must...
Oh, you're awake! Wonderful!
Damn, that must be creepy.
What is this? Some sort of fiend? A fiend? Where is it? Where? But this is no time for jokes. You're in the source, my dear. The world next door, so to speak. The others brought you here after you collapsed. I'll fetch them at once. Wait, just a moment.
I took the liberty of arranging refreshments. I hope you find them as flavorful as they are invigorating.
This isn't what you promised. I suppose ether is ether.
Wait. Don't tell me you don't know how to eat?
I took what I needed from it. What's the problem?
Where's the enjoyment in that? You're supposed to bite, to chew, to savor, and then swallow.
Sounds like a lot of work.
That's the way. So, did it taste good?
I don't know.
The long years without eating may have dulled your sense of taste.
Well, we Voidsent have no need for such when consuming others. There are some who speak of taste when describing the quality and affinity of their prey's ether. But I loathe the act. Taking ether in small amounts like this is one thing, but diluting my essence, diminishing myself, I'd sooner die. And I have died, Countless times.
You have? But what happens when you do?
Not much. After a while, you return, together with all your expended life force. The important thing is to die where others won't devour you.
Amazing! My peers who study immortality and resurrection would be most interested in this phenomenon.
The question of taste aside, I am glad that you are able to partake of food like us. I dare say it agrees with your personal preferences.
That's true. You can keep giving me the same on a regular basis.
Very well. As my guest, I shall see that you do not want for comfort. And one other thing. We brought you to our world without your consent, and for that, I apologize. If you wish it, we will return you to yours once you have regained your strength.
It's fine. I have no reason to go back.
Yeah, not gonna lie, that world kind of sucks, no?
Except for yours, perhaps. You intend to cross over again, I take it?
I do. I have yet to find my sister. I want nothing more than to rush to her aid, to find this Golbez and free her from his clutches, if he still holds her captive.
Though if our recent experience has taught us anything, 'tis that the 13th is more dangerous than we ever imagined. Caution must be our watchword.
Better late than never. In the short time you spent in our world, you left a trail of chaos in your wake.
Sorry.
You managed to return in one piece this time. But don't assume you'll be so lucky the next.
That is true.
Rest assured, we will make no assumptions and spare no preparation. Speaking of which, while we rest and ready ourselves, I ask that you tell me more about your home. In return, I will tell you about ours. I will show you my domain, Radz-at-Han.
Again, a stranger in this strange land. I have a condition. You must come too.
You have my thanks.
The world is bringing with ether. I feel invigorated just standing here in the breeze. Glad am I to hear that. So is there any place in particular you wish to see? Perhaps where that food came from. Apple was it? While I don't expect I'll collapse again, it would be good to know where I can procure more if necessary. Marit's Mayhem it is then. I shall introduce you to the head waitress Milil. They're accompanying me, blah blah blah. Okay. Alrighty, we showed Zero the food place, then the bazaar, and the alchemist thingy. Now she wanted to stop here, I guess, when we wanted to go back. Some sort of fruit. Pitiful things, though. I imagine you'd need to eat a lot of to derive any satisfaction. There we go. These are mulberry trees. While the fruits are indeed edible, more important are the leaves, which we feed to silkworms. Without the creatures, we wouldn't have the silk to make our famous Fafnarian weave. Furthermore, the bark of the tree also possesses medicinal properties. You would be hard-pressed to find a more useful plant. Nice. Is that so? Aside from food, I wouldn't have considered any other purpose for it. Master Ritra and Laura too. Hello. If it isn't young Merad, and that must be your sister, Yazra, is all well at the orphanage? Yes, Your Excellency. The other children are very nice, and we all look out for another. Oh, just the other day, Estinian came to see us. Everyone was really excited. Truly, Estinian paid you a visit. That is well. Is she a new friend? Friend? You know what that is? Wait, you mean you don't? She's a visitor from a faraway land, you see, and is still unfamiliar with our language. And we'll teach you. A friend is someone you like to play with. Play with. Xenos seemed to be enjoying himself when he fought you. Is that the same thing? Guess kinda, more or less. I see, but is having someone to play with so fulfilling? I still do not understand why. Why he traversed the great expanse? Why he risked life and limb for you? That was literally his only interest in his whole life. But I waste energy dwelling on such things. I'm not Xenos. I stand to gain nothing by knowing his heart. I'm sorry, I couldn't explain it well. There's no need to apologize. The fault is not yours, but mine for failing to make sense of your words. Well, we had better get back to our errand. Goodbye, it was nice meeting you. Lucinos, I thought I understood the ways of your world, but the more I learn of it, the more I realize how little I actually know. It's all so strange, your behavior and your reasons. I find myself baffled at every turn. But the feeling is not unwelcome. I'm learning, bit by bit. It was the right decision to join you. Yeah. Very memory. I believe Zero's time here has been rewarding and was in no small part due to your company. My thanks for agreeing to join us. Come, let us return to Megaduta. Let's go. And we're back in Megaduta, in the chambers, or guest chambers, I think.
So, what are your impressions of Radz-at-Han?
There's a lot of mortals.
Considering your origin, I can see why that might be your first observation. Though they would call each other people, I think. If you wish to know about our fair city, I should be glad to place a guide at your disposal.
The food looks so
No
good.
need. I'll show myself around. There's only so much about my home I can share with you in return, after all. While I remember some few tales of the past, I cannot speak to their authenticity. But if that is enough, then I will tell you of the events that saw darkness engulf our world. The Contra Memoria.
We are all ears. Please.
Long ago, light filled the world and all was at peace. But then the servants of darkness came, and they bequeathed a black art unto men. Channeling the power of hope and prayer, one could call forth fearsome beings known as Eidolons.
The Ascians. And these Eidolons are surely primals.
Then you have faced the same, and understand that when an Eidolon is birthed, strife follows. And in such strife, the weak are the first to suffer. When it seemed the world would be plunged into chaos, heroes appeared. They who were blessed with a singular power. The power to bind the ether of Eidolons within crystals known as memoria. My mother was one such memoriate. But in fighting to save many, she herself was touched by darkness. As was I.
And so you were born part Voidsent, before the world was overcome.
How exactly did that calamity come to pass? Did the Memoriates not triumph?
They did. They expunged the seeds of chaos and restored the peace, only to find themselves seduced by the darkness they had sealed. They spread the taint, transforming men into monsters, what you call Voidsent, and raised armies to wage new wars.
Not the first to be corrupted by power, nor the last.
Some defied temptation and held fast to the light. My mother and I among them. For years and years we fought, but it was not enough. And when our strength was spent, our bulwarks broken, so too was the world.
The flood of darkness.
The stars faded from the heavens as a pall black as pitch enveloped creation. Darkness raged unchecked, rending the very walls of reality. I was cast into the rift, and there trapped for what felt like an eternity. Until I came upon a crack. Tiny, infinitesimal, but enough for me to squeeze through. And find my world changed beyond recognition. Into the light.
Whoops.
So that is how you were able to escape becoming a Voidsent in full.
I suppose I should consider myself fortunate. Were I like most others, I wouldn't have lasted a day before being devoured. We, the lost, are better equipped to survive in a lost world.
A lost world, you say? I wouldn't be so sure. The 13th is still there, is it not?
What are you getting at?
To explain requires that we initiate you into the truth of the source and its reflections.
Then, unlike the worlds that have been rejoined, mine still...
The Oracle of Light prevented the first from being completely overcome. So the situation may not be completely identical to that of your 13th. But the fact remains that we were able to restore a measure of balance to a world brought to the brink of destruction. Which gives me cause to hope there may be a way to restore light and life to the 13th. Of course, these are only possibilities. I offer no guarantees. But having experienced what we have, I dare say we are more qualified than most to speak on the matter.
Wait, I don't understand. Why would you say these things? As if you mean to... But the sole reason you came to the Void was...
To find a dragon, aye. And in light of what we've seen, we'd be fools to strive for more. But we Scions, former Scions, begging your pardon, have a habit of not leaving well enough alone. And old habits die hard, don't they, my friend?
True.
Restoring the light would serve our efforts to find and free Ashdaya. There is no reason not to try.
Do as you will. I have no desire to save that world.
Be that as it may, we will have need of your power when next we face Voidsent.
You know how it works. If you want my help, you must pay my price. And now that you've drawn Golbez's attention, it's going to cost you more. A lot more. I will consider this a deposit.
Pay her in apples. Ah, we're done. Or not. Our time in the Void was short. We managed to ascertain that my sister yet lives, and it cannot be overstated how fortunate we are to have met Zero. But the greater blessing is nevertheless you, my friend, for your encouragement to embark upon my research in you, and your help in overcoming the challenges thus far. Golbez and his minions will seek to stymie our efforts. What the hell does that mean? Of this we can be sure. But with you all at my side, I have confidence that we will succeed, that we will find and liberate my sister, and that we shall return home together. Nice. Give me the money. Meanwhile, elsewhere. Damn, I kinda saw it coming. I was thinking if I should say it before it even shows. Come on, let's finish this. I'm hungry, man.
First Scarmiglione, and now Barbariccia. Useless, the both of them.
'Twas no lie. They conspire with a Memoriad.
And their search for the dragon will lead them here. The war looms nigh. We cannot allow these interlopers to interfere.
If I may, my lord, I have a plan to eliminate them.
Uh-oh.
In order to guarantee its success, however, I will require Cagnazzo's cooperation. Now there's sport to be had, then I'll play along. As much as I dislike following your lead, I have no patience for scheming.
Well and good to have confidence, but do not forget the cost of failure.
Rest assured, I will see the dream to fruition. Even should I be consumed by my own flames, I will pave the way for one and all.
Then I will trust in your oath and your plan.
We will give you cause to rejoice, my lord. This I vow. Ha ha! Some excitement for a change.
No sacrifice is too great. Even should my 4 archfiends be lost, I will not halt my steps. The prison of passivity is an obstacle to my cause, and so you must fall. What irony that the blessed damned should set us free.
Damn.
As I swore so long ago. The gate lies open. At long last, my ambition shall be fulfilled!
Scary, scary dude. But yeah, that's the end of patch 6.2, which is Buried Memory. And we're gonna continue with patch 6.3 in the next one, which is God's Revel, Lands Tremble. So yeah, I hope you look forward to this one. Thanks so much for watching. Please leave a like if you like what you see, and obviously subscribe if you would like to see more. I try to upload every single day. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and bye bye!